Hey guys, how you doing?
Good, how are
Good,
you?
and you?
Hi, Dan.
Good to see you.
I'm doing great, man.
Good to see you. You're looking sharp.
You always look
I'm
sharp.
correct. Give me a break, man.
There's always a theme. I love it.
I've just seen the Suicide Squad, and I think it's my favorite superhero movie I've ever seen. Full stop.
Right on.
What a film! I mean, that cast is chef's kiss. Margot, Idris, John. I mean, even your brother Sean Gunn.
Yes.
How was it working with him? Because I've worked with relatives before, and I'm never doing it again.
With Sean, great. I mean, we've worked together since, I shot my first movie with Sean when I was 11 years old. So we're teammates, man. We never have a problem.
Your role as the thinker is as weird as it gets. I mean, you're wearing a huge headpiece, talking to a starfish. What would you say was the most surreal moment for you on the set of the Suicide Squad?
John Cena, who plays Peacemaker, who's amazing. We were sitting in a hotel lobby and we were shooting around the corner, and there was a piano there, and he sat down in his full Peacemaker outfit and he played Rachmaninoff because he can play classical piano. He played Rachmaninoff, then he played a bit of Chopin, and then he began to speak to us in Mandarin with the gear on, because this is what John does. John is one of those guys who's, he's hilarious, but he's so self-disciplined.
That answer actually annoys me a little bit. It's like, save some talent for the rest of us, John.
No, he's
really
amazing.
unfair.
Yeah, very funny guy too.
Margot, now I said this when we spoke to each other for Birds of Prey. I'm saying it now. I even say it when we're not talking to each other. You were born to play Harley Quinn. My God. Now, who do you think is born to play your Gotham City Sirens, Catwoman, and Poison Ivy alongside you?
Oh, I don't know. It could be anyone. Maybe Dave Desmalchian with some nice lipstick.
Oh my God. Dave, do you want to play Catwoman and I'll be Poison Ivy?
Have we just cracked it? Are we ready? Have we got a movie?
That was really easy. I don't know what's taking so long.
Taking them so long. It took us 2 seconds.
Daniela, I loved Ratcatcher 2. Like, going into this film, I knew nothing about her. Now I know I want to be Ratcatcher 2's best mate. Like, I appreciate that Sebastian's her best friend. I can't compete. You win some, you lose some. But I do want to know, you're going into battle, you're fighting off Starro. Who are you going to pick to be by your side, Sebastian or your dog Heidi?
Tough question. I would say Heidi, because Sebastian would be with Starro there, and I would keep Heidi with me.
You picked them both in a way. That was a very good political answer there. I like your style. Very clever. Idris, we're going to go from that cute little friendship that Daniela has with her dog to frenemies, because, of course, Bloodsport and Peacemaker, they don't see eye to eye in the film. I'm sure you and John, you got on very well. John's a lovely guy. But I want to start some beef, man. And I want to know, is there anything really, really embarrassing?
Listen, he thinks he's pretty good at rapping. He's not.
Was he spitting bars on the set of the Suicide Squad?
He daren't spit bars around me, basically.
Oh God. Shots fired as well, man. Shots fired. And, and can you also tell me, when he was wearing those tighty whities, was that all fake? Because if not, I won't be able to look at myself in the mirror.
Everyone had a moment of silence while he walked on and he did his thing. And we were like, okay, John.
Can't rap at all, but my God, what a man. What a man. I've bought so much of Suicide Squad merch. I'm starting to think you guys probably owe me money now. I've bought that much.
Okay.
What is the best or weirdest bit of Suicide Squad merch that you've seen your face on?
My sister bought some lipstick and it exists out in the world and has my face on it. That is...
I haven't seen any.
What?
To be honest.
Purple hair dye. That was a new one.
When I hear the Suicide Squad, I think hair dye. It makes sense.
I have no idea. Apparently, if you want a purple Mohican, you buy Mongal.
That's actually what I wanted to go for. I just didn't get it in time. I'm furious.
I hope to see it next time.
You've played TDK, someone with superpowers, if you can call them super. Mm-hmm. Tom Holland, he's also played someone with superpowers. You've played Nathan Drake in one of my favorite videos ever. Tom Holland's set to play Nathan Drake now.
Yes.
What advice would you give him for taking on this huge role?
Don't turn 50. The knees, oh my God. And when they say, hey, would you like to do your own stunts? You say, no thanks.
I'll pass that on to him.
Good idea. And then it's like one kick to the knee when you're 32, and that's the knee you get for the rest of the time. And you say, oh, if I just hadn't done that one thing on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, maybe my knees would be fine now.
I'm obsessed with Bloodsport. You're brutal, you're gritty, you're grim, as is our boy Luther. Now, you've announced this full-length feature film for Luther. What can you tell me about that film that, you know, between you and me, what can you tell me that no one really knows about the Luther film yet?
After you watch Luther film, we won't have any more conversations about Bond.
You're coming out for everyone. I love it. No Bond.
Come on.
I actually felt that through the screen, man. From one iconic character, the Thinker, to another. I mean, obviously, you made Doctor Who your own. And now Olly Alexander is rumoured to possibly be the next Doctor Who.
Well, I think he's great. I would say bring some of his pop costumes. Bring some of his album cover, because that would be good to have a Doctor Who dress like, because he dresses very cool. So I think that would be great.
I saw you tweet saying that you'd love to take on a Western cowboy film next, using the entire cast of the Suicide Squad. Now, Bud, I'm willing to fund this entire thing for you. I'm minted. I just want you to pitch it to me. How would it go? Who's going to be your protagonist? What's the plot?
I don't have the plot. I'd have to think of it, but it would certainly be a bunch of scoundrels in the Old West killing each other. It would have to be, because you can't have that big of a cast last throughout the whole movie. So you'd have to get rid of some of them. But Rooker's pretty good at riding a horse and shooting. He actually does contests, so he'd have to have a pretty big role.
You've got my money. That's, I think, 100 billion gazillion pounds for you now to make that film.
I didn't know you were so wealthy.
Not a lot of people do. I don't look it, but my God, I am. Secret millionaire. The original Suicide Squad won an Oscar for best makeup. Now, let's do the same. The Suicide Squad has just won an Oscar. Who would you like to see walk away with that Academy Award?
James Gunn.
Yes.
Definitely. This is his film. This is his writing, his universe, his genius. I think if anyone deserves it, it's definitely him.
Weasel, played by Sean Gunn. He took wonderful words and turned them into absolute mush, and still managed to touch my heart, make me giggle, make me cry, make me tinkle.
So it doesn't go to Sean Gunn, it just specifically goes to Weasel.
Weasel gets it, because we need Weasel on the dais making a speech, and then they play him off with the violin.
Jai, who are you giving the Oscar to?
The stunt department, because I think it's that stunts aren't recognized in the Academy Awards.
And no pressure, Nathan, but after that one, who are you going to give it to?
Wardrobe. Without the costumes for a piece like this in particular, you have less than half the movie. The costumes inform the characters, and those people had to work so hard and so quickly.
And I'm so proud of you guys for not picking yourselves on that one.
I would take it for sure.
Great.
You're going to offer an Oscar to anyone in the movie and I'm not going to take it? I'll take it.
That's my boy. Everyone else has been so selfless. Oh, I'd give it to this person, give it to this person. That is why you're my favorite, bud.
If it was somebody other than me, I'd probably give it to Margot, maybe to Daniela, maybe to Pete, maybe to Das Malchian, Polka Dot Man.
Yeah, but obviously not. Like, you've said that to sound nice. Obviously not.
That's second choice.
Margot, you and I have two things in common as well. We've both appeared on Top 100 Sexiest People in the World countdowns, and we both love Love Island. Now, have you been watching the UK series this year? And if so, oh, great. Then we're going to put Harley Quinn in there as a bombshell. Who's she coupling up with?
I think Harley would really try it on with everyone, to be honest, and should vibe it out in the moment. I really would love to see Harley Quinn in the villa. Oh my God, can you imagine? It would be carnage, absolute carnage. But as you see in this film, she doesn't really have good taste in men. She doesn't really ever go for the right kind of guy. So I don't know if she'd find love on Love Island.
No. I couldn't have her do what she did in the film to my boy Hugo. I could not have that happen.
I know. Oh, he's such a doll, isn't he? What a sweetheart.
Pure.
Dan and Margot, since you guys love those shows so much, I think Polka Dot Man would be a big star on F-Boy Island.
He's trouble, that Pokey.
When the three of us are shooting Gotham City Sirens together, we'll sit down with some drinks, some popcorn, and we'll watch F-Boy Island together, okay?
I'm here for it.
Great. Okay, well, that's a verbal contract now, so you can't back out. of course, aside from this Western, you're also working on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, I've seen you on Instagram mention that there's going to be deaths in this too. Will they be as gruesome and grim as those in the Suicide Squad?
There's nothing in Guardians is going to be as gruesome as what's in the Suicide Squad. It's a PG-13 franchise, so I'm going to stick within that playground for Guardians. But there's a lot of surprising stuff for people, so they can look forward to that.
And finally, this bit I won't include in the video. I won't include in the interview. Just tell me who dies. I won't tell anyone.
Who dies in what? Guardians 3?
Yeah.
No. My lips are sealed. My lips are sealed.
You just lost an investment there, James. Good luck making your Western without me.
Wow, I didn't know the stakes were so high.
You know, that's why I'm the rich one. I'm sorry. Does Chris Pratt know that your rat was named Chris Pratt after him? And if so, are you going to tell him at all?
I don't know. I'm not sure because I don't know him. James know him, so he would be the best guy to answer that. But now I'm curious, so I'll make that happen. I'll have James ask him if he knew.
You're one of the few people from the original Suicide Squad, and you know I'm so pleased to have Boomer back in my life. Now, how was the relationship between the cast on the Suicide Squad differ, or how does it compare to the times you spent with the original Suicide Squad cast?
Well, everyone had matured a few years. So, you know, we got in slightly less trouble. There was a few more board games this time round and more expensive wine.
Rock and roll, baby. Board games. Talk to me. What board games are we talking?
Settlers of Catan.
Monopoly.
A bit of 5 Crowns. Scrabble comes out every now and then.
Scrabble or Candyland. So just imagine those games except nasty.
Nasty.
I'm going to invite you three over for a game of Scrabble. Wink, wink. Yeah, I like your style.
Spicy.
I can't spell.
Yeah,
well,
Matter.
we know who the loser is.